Woo! I'm a person on the earth and I sing to communicate some sort of feeling that I have inside, um, to maybe help people to feel beauty and to feel calm. That's how I define myself. My name, I'm not sure exactly what the word means, but it's a village in Armenia, closer to the south of Armenia, where there's a very old church from, I think, the 14th century. And there's also one of the oldest wine-making traditions there, dating back about 25,000 years. So it's a very old region. And there is a wine called Areni as well. My mom says I started singing when I was 11 months old, but officially I studied, I think, from a young age, maybe 5. I started doing some just music classes with my aunt, my dad's sister, and then when I was 7, I started playing piano, and I was always singing growing up in choirs in the church and in school. And then I went to college and music school after that. Yeah. I could maybe do what I do in another medium, but music is the talent that I was given. Music is just another part of the universe that we live in, and I'm using it for a specific purpose. That's part of the answer. Yeah. Let's say it started from situations where I was doing free improvisation, and then I recorded these improvisations and learned my own improvisations, and they eventually sort of became open compositions, and my compositions are growing through continuing to improvise from my own music. I really like traditional music, specifically sacred music has always interested me. I mean, I grew up in the church, but just the ideas of, or the feeling of a ritual is very important to me. And I try to evoke those feelings in my performances. I won't say like specific names of artists, but it's those people who have that sense of connection that I feel have inspired me in the past. Never again. Sometimes. Yes, most of the time I'm doing okay. There's always the highs and the lows, but I tend to move where it's easiest. So right now I'm traveling a lot, applied many times for aid and not succeeded, but finally I was able to succeed for some aid to come to France and to study sacred music here with a master singer. And so I'm seeing what's next. I go wherever the success takes me, you know. Okay, I think that when I was touring with Tigran Hamasyan, we went to Morocco to the Gnawa festival, and that concert is forever etched in my memory because we played probably in front of 15,000 people outside, and it was the stage was facing the ocean. And so it was like people and then the ocean. So it was almost like just one piece. You couldn't tell where the people ended and the ocean began. And that was an incredible image in my mind, unforgettable. So that's one of my favorite moments. Kissy Bag is a childhood name. They used to call me Kissy Bag because I would run around when I was really little, maybe 6 or 5, I don't know, and just jump on my relatives, my family's lap and give them hugs and kisses. So they just called me Kissy Bag because of that. And another friend of mine, when I was thinking of an album name, said, "Is there a name from your childhood? Maybe you can," and it immediately popped into my mind, and I thought, what a great idea. And so I used that name. It was, I wanted to just improvise and improve my free improvisation skills. So I just went into an intensive practice period for about 6 months and studied with a really great teacher in New York, Connie Crothers. And she was really kind of a magical teacher for me. I took about 6 lessons with her, I think. And then I went into the studio and I just played for 6 hours. And I sang as well. And I had written some poetry. And then a friend of mine, Sam, we picked the songs that we liked together and mixed and mastered it, and that was Kissy Bag. I mean, it's really like a very personal kind of testimony of a like loss and love and pain in that particular moment of my life. But I don't necessarily want anyone to feel that, but it's just an expression. It wasn't really, I like to sort of challenge people to listen and have like a quiet, the opportunity to just listen deeply to their surroundings. And so when I'm making music, I try to create that environment for people.
Kneading bread. Kneading dough to make bread.
Because I feel that it's a story of sort of forgiveness and grace. Like, one would think that she would be punished by the fact that she kissed this old man on the cheek, but she fell into the oven and the flames miraculously turned to water, and she just transformed. Something that others might think of as a wrong behavior actually just made her transform into something else. It didn't kill her. She had a new life. And plus she created this sort of eternal spring of water from that place. So there's a lot of deep symbolism in the story. But this is the beauty of these myths and legends and folk tales. So I'm exploring these more and more. You can buy it on the internet from my website, which is www.arenismiles.com. That's ARENISMILES.com. And on cdbaby.com. There's a link.